Meeting young players is always different, you know? I try to make it about the young player, not about myself.
It's a lot of different reasons why I want to work out with KG. I'm just ready to throw myself out there and be vulnerable, and so I can be able to learn from one of the best to ever do it.
One of the first things I look for in players, man, is desire and passion.
Garnett.
Players with presence, you recognize right away.
Blocked by Bamba.
And I knew right then that I wanted to be able to influence, if not work with this kid.
You know, for me to be able to not only get to talk to KG, but to work out with him, it means the world to me.
A lot of people come up to me and ask me, say, man, why are you doing this? Why are you helping young guys? Why are you teaching young guys? And I say, this is my responsibility.
Look, I've been working on myself.
When I look at myself as a prophet, I've been able to go through things and survive it so much. I come back and I'm here to give it out. This is my duty. This is why I'm doing this. Teach mindset to make these players better, so that when I look at them, I say, you know what? Look, I helped them get that. I helped them develop that. It's part of me out there.
They gotta see a leader when they look in my eyes.
That's why I'm doing this. Next up. Mo B.
Big Tech. Meeting KG on a beach, stepping out there, it was very meaningful for him.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, how are you?
Finally to meet you, man. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you.
Man, how tall are you, big fella?
Yeah, I think I grew the other night, to be honest. You know, one of the first questions I asked him was, you know, why here?
You know, a great sign of someone who wants to be successful is when you give them everything or they've achieved a lot, saying, making a lot of money, or you give them a lot of money, they lose their work ethic. They said, when you live out here, it should be the other way around. You wake up to stuff like this should motivate you. To see yourself doing it, to visualize, to manifest everything that you want in this league, you don't have to work for it, but you know, it's about vision and seeing yourself doing it. That way it starts. This is to show you that when you bust your ass and you do it right, you live like this. You in there, you hurting, but you live like this. You know what I'm saying? Put this work in. This is what the top looks like. This is what the top feels like.
Looking out at the beach and looking at, you know, having the world in your hands, it just made you want more. It made you want to go out and just take it.
You ever came out here before?
I never been to Malibu.
You from the East Coast, right?
I'm from Harlem.
Right.
I'm from Harlem, New York.
All day.
Yeah.
One word to describe growing up in Harlem, I'd say fast. You grow up there faster than any other kid in the world.
You know what's crazy? When I see you play, I kind of see it. You know, city kids, man, they come with a certain type of swagger. They come with a certain type of confidence that you can just tell it's a straight New York. Shout out to New York, by the way.
Bamba, emphatically. Bamba with 3. He can make it.
That's the goal, is for everybody to know I'm from Harlem by the way I play.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's walk, man. Ain't no sense in coming out here sitting right here, right?
For real.
Tell me about your Harlem days, man.
Oh,
so you
man.
originally from New York?
Yeah.
Finished high school there? What was?
Nah, so when I was about in like 8th grade, I decided to leave Harlem and go to school in New Hampshire. And that was probably one of the biggest decisions that I was tasked with at such a young age. And
New Hampshire.
I ain't really have a direction for where I was about to go in life when I was in Harlem. And it sucked that I had to make the decision at 13, 12 years old, and I kept seeing, like, you know, the direction that other kids my age was going in, so I was like, I gotta be better than this.
One thing that I didn't want to be was a guy who, you know, could have been. And leaving New York and leaving Harlem and leaving all my friends behind, you know, was hard, but I wanted to do whatever it took to be successful.
So it was a basketball move for you?
It wasn't even a basketball move at first. It was
growth.
It was growth. It was everything but basketball at first, to be honest. It was all about just grades. It was all about just attitude and just setting myself up for success.
Honestly, I see a lot of myself in Mo, man. You know, I started learning the game at 12. I don't come from a big family or nothing, but I was very, very influenced. I had a vision. I was very much motivated, and I had a lot of passion, man. I see a lot of myself in him. It wasn't by coincidence I reached out to him. Sometimes at younger stages in life, man, you make some tough decisions. You find yourself growing like this second skin. So that probably when you got to New Hampshire, the whole transition going there.
Oh, it was different. It was
from New York,
it was a cultural shock. Yeah, I was about one of maybe 6 African-American students. So I really had to put myself out there and, and learn a new culture and dress different and talk different and, carry myself differently. And it was just the trail that I blazed, and I'm happy I did.
Handling that the way I did and just putting myself out there to learn more about myself and the world paid dividend. Because after that, every other transition from Cardigan to Westtown and then from Westtown to Texas was very easy.
What do you want to be in this league, man?
I want to come in and have as much impact as possible, but I'd be sitting here lying to you saying, if I ain't want it all.
No doubt.
I want everything.
Right.
Everything and anything I can get from this game.
I feel you.
Because in reality, I owe this game my life.
That's real. How do you see yourself in the league? Do you see yourself as a stretch forward? Are you looking to come in and be more defensive minded? I don't want to.
I'm sure you heard of the term unicorn.
Absolutely.
A unicorn is a mythical creature that, no one's ever really seen before. Being a unicorn as a basketball player means that you're making plays and you're doing things that no one's ever seen before.
You like to say that you're the black unicorn right now? Right.
Black unicorn.
I got that. I like that.
I feel
the
that.
dark unicorn, that negro, right? I like that. Personally, man, he was the type of guy that I could be around. I thought the energy was cool, wasn't forced, it was organic. Mom, if I can give you anything, man, every day push yourself. Every day ask yourself, how can I be better today? One of the hardest things to do in this league is to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Pick you something and be great at it. Pick you something and say that I'm gonna dominate this. Look at this. The journey. Come on, man. When you analyze all the bigs like Embiid, Cousins, AD, Cat, the one thing that stands out about them is probably their offense, right? With the ability to play defense. If you had to rank them,
If I was ranking them, I'd say AD is probably number 1.
Right.
Defensively, his instincts off the ball.
Number 2.
Joel Embiid, definitely one of the best shot blockers in the league. My third would probably be Porzingis and his ability to turn defense into offense. It's a highlight that automatically comes to mind. But when I think he blocked the shot, Josh Jackson, that was a fast break. He blocked it, got it to a teammate, ran down the floor, and finished it with a dunk before anybody else made it down the floor. And, his defensive instincts just led to quick offense, and that's ultimately what it's all about.
You'll take those things and you'll implement them in your own stuff. You'll implement them in your own workouts. You know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna go to the gym, get some work in. I'm gonna show you a couple things, but I want you to be effective on both sides of the ball.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's hit the gym.
Let's get it.
To be out there on the court with somebody that I idolized growing up, for a second I had to think to myself, I was like, is this really happening right now? This is crazy.
Today it'll just be about getting some shots up.
Sure.
This is mindset. This is gonna be what you take with you on every road trip, which is what you're gonna carry to when you go to hoop or against anybody. Just these things here are the first pieces of getting better, all right? Let's grind.
After a while, it was just like, let me take as much as I can in this little time that I have with him and try to emulate it over to my game.
Let's work. Nice, look it up. Dunk this one. Nice. Middle.
Going to the gym with KG was awesome. He gave me some counters, some A moves, some B moves, and some C moves, and different things to get the defender off balance.
2, 1. Let's go. Today's games, bigs got to be able to shoot the ball from 17 feet on out. Pass it back to me, Mo. Shot. His touch stood out. I didn't think he had that good of a shot to begin with because I haven't seen Mo shoot the ball a lot. It's all touch. It's all touch. I got it. All touch. There you go.
My shooting ability at this size, that's something that guys are really looking for at the next level.
Nice base. Come on. Make these last two. Right, one more.
He did a really good job of breathing fire into me.
So to save your shoulders and stuff, facing up is the best way to get into all this. You can always get to a move.
Personally, coming into this, I always thought motivation always came from within. But I think KG somehow, pulled a little bit more out of me.
Layup. Ooh!
I see in Mo another level coming, and I see that our game, and I mean the NBA, he's going to be able to showcase more on this level, and I think we're going to be all appreciative of it.
Good work today,
Appreciate
Mo. Good work today, Mo. Seriously, bro. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, get y'all ass up out of here. We done.
Road to greatness. Road to greatness has to go like this.
Big take.
This was today at the first road to greatness for Mo Bamba. I feel like this is the first part of that.
How'd the workout go today, man?
It went well. It went real well. I like the different moves to get into different hooks.
You like it?
And all the fades. I really like the fades because you get a little bit of separation. What can I do better though?
No. Everything we did today, Mo, I thought was enough. I didn't want to override you with a bunch of stuff. I want you to the things that you really felt comfortable with, stay with those because that's what's embedded in your subconscious for when you get tired. So I think everybody's going to be a little surprised at your range. I want you to keep working on that. Free throws got better as the workout went because I thought you settled down a little bit. You started to breathe.
Little cheat code you told me too, man.
Keep that on the raps too, you know what I'm saying? If that cheat code come out, me and the crew gonna come find you. Keep putting it down, you heard that, right? But talk about a little bit what's your anticipation with this draft? How's it been so far with working out and trying to configure it all?
It's been good. The workout's been really good. I kind of took a tunnel vision, focus. Everybody has their bit about who's going where and what number being picked at, and it's hard to block that out because all your friends are starting to talk about it. But
is it important to you? Is it that important?
Not really. People always come to me and talk about the money and talk about this and that. And I say, listen, I only care about the fit. Like I want to go where I'm gonna fit in and where I'm gonna be successful.
Don't ever change that, Mo. Always keep that drive. Always keep that love for why you love to do this. Don't be afraid to be a kid. Don't be afraid to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Understand too, presence is everything. You know what I'm saying? Make everybody in here respect you. They ain't gotta like you, but make sure everybody in here respects you.
KG, he really told me that the sky was the limit. One thing that I learned quick about him is that he's real, and just hearing that from him really meant a lot.
Great day today, bro. Thank you for this out, man.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime you want me back, just a phone call. You know what it is.
Yep. What's that?
Just a dope-ass day, to be honest. It was refreshing to work with young talent, and I like to think that the future is bright with him in it.